Can you hear me, Jenna? Just let me know in the chat, in the video chat. Actually, well, maybe we can do this. Here is... Very interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Damn it. Hello, there we go. What you been up to? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be a little bit behind them. It's called Fallout 4. Yeah. Basically, it's a future where in the 1950s, I believe it was, this is how it's explained it, where the transistor wasn't invented, and so technology continued to develop, but without the transistor as its base for technology. So, you know, the transistor being the thing that that pretty much developed into what our technology looks like today, with things getting smaller and smaller and smaller and more compact and with greater output and energy and all that mess. That was not invented, and so the technology still developed in the same way, sort of, or at least in a similar path, but with a very distinct design philosophy and style, because everything had to be more bulky for the most part, or just had a different, had to develop in a different way, while still keeping the 1950s like Americana. Yeah. Oh yeah. And so what happened in this world is that I think it was the 1950s-ish, or sometime after that, there was a war. I think it was kind of like I don't remember too much if they explained if it was like specifically between what countries, but there's definitely the typical kind of semi-Cold War-ish anti-communist vibes, and there was, like I said, there was a war, and eventually the doomsday thing happened where the the whole world was set into nuclear, just blown up basically. America. Well, we only know the American perspective in this case because the game is set in America, but it's assumed. I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't played too many of the other original games, but there is like some sort of every now and then it's like you can find it. There's some sort of references I think to other countries, but for the most part, it's America for sure has been turned into a complete wasteland, and and so it's just about this is the basically the fallout of that. And in this case, this particular game starts 200 years after the bombs hit, where my character was. So one thing that also was occurring at the time was that at least there was at least one company called Vault-Tec that was designing and building vaults, underground vaults, so that people can be protected from the potential nuclear holocaust that everyone was afraid of. And so they built them everywhere, and if you had enough money, you can get into them, or if you happen to be chosen, and so on and so forth. And so my character happened to sign up just on the day that everything hit and managed to get inside a vault with her husband and an infant child. And without their knowledge, everybody went into the vault, got cryogenically frozen, and then it turns out just left there for 200 years until she woke up 200 years later. There's a little bit of scientific flexibility. But for the most part, it's interesting seeing like the little stories, because the main story is I don't know much of it. So what happened at the beginning? Then she gets put into the vault, ends up being put into. At the time they said, oh, this is just to what's it called, disinfect, or to like they put you in a thing and it sprays stuff at you, and they think, oh, yeah, it's just disinfect and make sure you're clean, but then you get frozen. And the husband who was carrying the baby went into another one and got frozen too. And then at some unknown time later, you come to consciousness, and because for some reason you're being defrosted, and you notice that your husband also across from you, your kid is being defrosted, because two other people came over who dressed weird and you don't recognize them, and they take the baby away and kill the husband, and then refreeze his dead body, and then you get frozen back up again. But they take the baby, and then sometime later you wake up again after having only seen that, And so the main goal, at least with my character, is to go and find my son, named Sean. Yeah, she knows it's been at least 200 years. That's where the character hasn't, as far as I know, hasn't thought that maybe there's no sign, there's no indicator as to when that happened. Like that could have happened the day before she woke up the second time, or it could have happened 50 years before that. It just happened at some point in time. So yeah, but for the most part, that's the how you get into the game and the general setting. Right now, I'm in. Actually, this is the house that when you start the game, you start off in your home, which looks really nice, with all 50s and whatnot. But this is after that. But this is actually the home that you start out in the game, and just that now it's 200 years later. And then, but anyway, so yeah, it's a little suburb called Sanctuary. And so 200 years later, it's been obviously destroyed and mostly abandoned or whatever. And at a certain point in my adventures, to try to find any kind of sign of anything, guidance, or or and any clues to finding my kid. Found a group of settlers who were traveling and helped them out, and then I helped them resettle into this little town. Which I just leave them alone because I don't give a fuck. I don't want to play Sim City. I'm here to adventure into the wastelands. Are you there? I didn't know. Oh, there you go. Someone was talking to themselves? They were probably. I think this is yeah, yeah. Well, her name is Trash Can Carla. She's kind of a. I think she's kind of stuck here. Like there's a glitch in the game because normally she's a vendor, like a trader, and she just kind of walks with her big double-headed cow that carries all her stuff that she trades with. But for some reason she's like stuck here and she just doesn't move ever again. And sometimes her cow shows up again. But yeah, I mean you can talk to her a bit.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
Did you say something about directions to Diamond City earlier?
Directions. Figures. Just keep going until you see the skyline. Cross the river. You'll find the Great Green Jewel just inside the city limits.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
Oh yeah, this lady, Marcy Long, I hate her so much. She just bitches and bitches and bitches. Like, I get it. Yeah, your kid, like, probably was murdered not too long ago and you just have nothing to live for and you're pissed off, but, like, you can just don't complain to me. Like, she just, every time that you walk by her, she says something snarky. The suit. This guy? He's got like a hat.
It'll take care of you.
Oh, the mech suit. That's not a dude, that's just a mech suit. So, that's my mech suit. I can wear it if I want. I don't usually because I play the game on a more of a stealth basis, so this thing is very powerful and it protects me from like everything, but it's also super noisy and just it tracks everything. Like if I want to sneak around, it's impossible with this thing. So I usually don't play with it. But if someone else plays the game differently, like in this case, you can play different styles. So others are more gung-ho about stuff, and so they use it more. But I like being more sneaky in things. Oh, third person. Let's see here. Anywho, that's about all for the setting of the game. Oh yeah, this is Jezebel. This is it's a brain that I rescued. She's actually been apparently there's this a bunch of AIs that have been going around trying to save humanity, but to them, because no matter what the robots would do, the chances of any particular human being like saved or having their life just better off because they helped them is so low that they're better off just dying. The robots have decided that it's just better to kill humans so that just to get it over with, because it's just more efficient. So this is a brain that was captured and I helped him. So it's like it's a she, and so it's like, all right, I won't kill people anymore, or else I'll just leave them alone. And this one is around now, and because she's kind of a meanie, I made her pink because I don't know. I just felt like it would insult her. But it's a robot, so I don't think it cares about anything aesthetic wise. Oh yeah, it's kind of funny because this game has a lot of you can add a lot of modifications to the game for either gameplay reasons or graphic visual stuff, and I usually don't really care just because I just play the game. But there was one I did add a couple of mods to the game. The first one being that all the female NPCs or characters have bigger boobs. So it was a choice. Oh, see here, it's the cow. This is the Trash Can Carla. That's her, that's all her stuff. Give me a second. Oh yeah, another thing. I can kill just about anybody. So, it's not a good idea. I mean, it has its consequences, but for most people, I can just murder. Except for and as usual, except for the children. Which, I get, I suppose. There's not many children around. Well, most people can't really, like, there are certain lines that people can't deal with in general, you know, so some of them is just straight up murdering children, so. So what was I doing? Inventory is okay. Yes. Alright. We are going to go to the Jewel of the Commonwealth and go to Valentine's Detective Agency. So I've already done a lot of exploring, so a lot of stuff on the map that you'll see here is places that I've been to. We're gonna go to Diamond City. That is not really, I mean, it's a city because people live there, but it's just a stadium. Oh, by the way, yeah, this whole area, the region that we're in is, I believe it's Massachusetts and around the Boston area, if not Boston region. So. Oh no. Oh. Huh. Hmm. So apparently there are these entities called synths, which I believe is short for synthetic, but synths. People who basically, by all other accounts, look and seem just like humans, but aren't. And so people here are scared of synths a lot because apparently you never know who's who, or who's a synth and who isn't. And some people have been murdered just randomly or suddenly because some guy goes crazy and it turns out they were a synth for whatever reason. So no one trusts them. Anyways, where are we going? Oh yeah.
Hey, you in the paper, right? You're 200 years old. Looking pretty good for your age, huh?
Officer.
Hey, I think those Bobrow brothers are looking for you.
Like the Bobrow brothers. Why?
Park the car in the yard. How about I hammer you in the heart with a haymaker?
Hey, you're that vault dweller from the paper.
Yeah, I should look sexy right now, just in case there's a, well, the reason being, it's not just because. So some clothing and armor will increase certain stats, and if I wear this dress and these fashionable glasses and this formal hat, and I think that's it. Yeah, if I wear those things, my charisma goes up significantly, so that I have the potential to pass persuasion checks. So whenever I'm talking to people, sometimes if I want to negotiate or say certain things to get a better reaction or a benefit for the moment, it can be helpful. So upping my charisma by wearing these fancy clothing can be helpful.
Oh, here we go.
Quiet, if you. All right, you. Tell me, Diamond City radio is terrible, yes? Makes you want to cut your own ears off.
So, what's the issue?
Have you not listened? This DJ Travis, he's terrible. Makes me want to go back in time and prevent radio from ever being invented.
He's pretty bad.
Damn.
It's true. Don't listen to my brother. Someone needs to get rid of him.
Jesus.
We need a new DJ for the radio. I don't think many would notice if he, disappeared.
Gosh. Yeah, serious?
Are you serious?
Did we not just agree this is serious problem? Calls for serious solution. First, you get him to follow you out of town.
All right. That's enough. Vadim isn't serious. He doesn't really want to kill Travis.
Okay, what's really going on here?
Sorry, we were just joking around a bit.
It's true. Only jokes. Travis is a good friend. Yefim and I worry about him.
Well, Travis, he means well, but he does not have the confidence he needs for that job, or anything else, really. And so he's always awkward. He does not believe in himself, you see? He expects he will fail at everything, and so he does.
Okay. So, to recap what these guys are talking about. I walk in on these two brothers, and they own this shop here, or this, it's an inn, sort of, like a bar inn. Anyways. One brother is like, we gotta kill fucking Travis because he's just horrible. And the other's like, no, we shouldn't kill him because he's not that horrible. But Travis is just the local DJ for the radio station. And he's just so terrible at his job that this guy just wants him gone. And but apparently, as it turns out, he's just joking. They're actually really good friends with Travis. They just want to help him. But apparently, that's how you express yourself when you're a dude who's just a total bro. Gosh, I want to help him so bad. I just want to kill him. I guess it's like when you see cute things, like, oh, it's so cute, I just want to eat it. You know, I guess it's kind of like that. Maybe, yeah. It's funny because when you first meet the meaner brother, he's like, "Hey, see this bar?" No, how did it go? It was he kind of just laughs and says that this, like, the bar, like, the guy who owned this bar died, or is dead, and I own the bar, and he goes, haha. I'm totally I'm totally just fucking it up, but the joke is really good because he's like, the guy is dead, ha ha ha, I own the bar, but then he's like, he died of natural causes, like, I forget, like, basically, the guy is dead, he didn't kill him, at least that's what, if we believe him, and the guy died, but the guy is actually dead. He didn't kill him, though, but he did die. And anywho, and so apparently I'm trying to help Travis. Let's see. Yeah, just for a second.
You didn't hear me? Do I need to talk louder?
Well, that can always be turned around.
Exactly. This is what I'm telling you, him. Go on, spoil sport. Go back to working. We will figure out how to help Travis. Come, you. Meet me in back room. We discuss plan.
I have no idea how these people's accents still survive after 200 years. This culture. Trying to bring on a. Well, let me talk to this brother here first. What does it say? No.
Gonna pass.
Suit yourself.
Okay.
Just buy or sell whatever
This
you
guy?
need and get lost.
This is a residence.
Just stop, okay?
Most
We
people
got
are
our
just like
problems.
the, resident number 1, resident number 2. Every now and then someone has a name though, and you can talk to them. Sometimes.
Everyone just buys them. But we have plenty of other drinks if you're feeling brave.
This, I forgot her name.
Sounds like the Brotherhood of Steel.
Hey, where the hell did this guy go?
They're still around in the Commonwealth.
Ah, here it is.
I guess it was some fight.
Vadim Babrov.
What do you want, Vadim?
I am glad you are willing to come. Unlike my dead big brother. Travis
Jesus.
is a good guy. He deserves better life.
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
Ever been in bar fight?
Alright, Dana. Yes, no, I can hold my own, or why? How do I respond?
I can hold my own if that's what you mean.
Exactly what I mean. I want you to back up Travis in his first fight.
Oh,
I
shit.
want to stage fight here in Dugout. Nothing too serious. We make sure Travis wins and feels good about himself after. I want you to be there to help make it look real. What do you think? Sound good to you?
Alright, does that sound good? So I can respond with how does that work? Need more, I think like need more details. Then I'm on board, like it's totally awesome, let's do this, and then sound like a disaster. We're trying to build up someone's confidence.
You? Shy? Fuck that.
I'm on board. When do we start?
Why not soon as possible? I have contacts, people I can count on. Real tough looking, but they will take a dive for money. They confront Travis here at Dugout. You step in and give him push he needs to stand up to them. Then you and Travis take them down. Nothing gets too rough, and Travis is something he can feel good about. Simple, right? Yeah, it's too late today for me to arrange. You come back tomorrow evening after 6 o'clock, and everything will be ready.
Travis is gonna die. Just Well, I have to come back after 6 to do that, so let's go to the detective agency. It was funny, I was in like some weird like a warehouse somewhere in the middle of nowhere, just exploring, and inside there was like a little vending machine, and of course this is, like I said, 200 years later, so and inside it, well, I was looking in the vending machine, and there was, and usually the way that things look, like it looks like things are moldy, so they're not edible, but this was like a perfect little piece of pie. And when I go over to it, it actually says that it is a perfectly preserved pie. I was like, whoa.
You have marvelous bone structure.
I don't know
Stop
how.
by the mega surgery sometime.
But yeah, so I took it. Haven't eaten it yet. I think he was a kid.
New file to open.
Hi there.
Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Is this about a facial reconstructive services?
Little girl. Alright.
Now a swatter. That's a real weapon. Talk to Mo Cronin. He'll fix you up.
Told you your luck wouldn't last forever. His ties. Oh, Nick. The bills. Huh.
Ellie
Forget the bills.
Perkins.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just... the detective... he's gone missing.
Who will find him? There has to be a detective somewhere. So who finds the detective when the detective has gone missing? So we're just all fucked. God damn it.
I hate to rush you, but...
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
he disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
I guess we're gonna go kill people then.
Hey, I'd love to help, but there's the small matter of expenses.
Money, huh? I do have 125 caps in the old rainy day fund.
Should I ask for more money?
Come on. This is your boss's life we're talking about here.
Fine. We'll make it 150 caps.
I think we'll stay on the. We'll be nice. We'll not totally exploit her.
Who's this Skinny Malone character?
I don't know much about him, but he's from Good Neighbor, and
I don't
that
actually
means he's
need
in
the money. I have
well-pressed
plenty
suits
of it.
and machine gun
Like-
school of thuggery.
You said Malone's from Good Neighbor?
Yeah, it's a
One
tough
of
neighborhood.
these days we'll have to
Northeast a
start
ways.
this game again
People with power there
and just
care
have you
about
make
two
all the
things:
decisions and see
style and body count.
how
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
Alright. Gonna go find someone and kill people on the way. That's what we do. Ludinous. How does it go again? Ludinous. Remember that concept about how games, like, the story is about one thing, but no matter what, you have to kill and do horribly violent things to progress the plot? Yeah. Alright, time to change. Get back into my violent garb. Or I can just be naked. There's not enough bonuses though. Ah ha 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 ha. Alright. Nope. There.
Dad says not to talk to strangers.
Then don't talk to me, jeez. Gosh. I'm pretty far. It'd be really funny if I end up in a place that I've already cleared out and killed everybody. Oh yeah, see, this is those human brain robots. They're called robo brains. Oh yeah, so a lot of what's interesting about this world of Fallout is that it's kind of sort of anti-capitalist, anti uh what was it? Anti-capitalist and the reason why the world's gone to shit, especially after the bombs hit, is because of scientists and corporate greed. Because everything that happens afterwards, well, yeah, but I mean, like, but even so, to an even greater extreme. Because everything that horrible that's happening right now afterwards is because like these robo brains or because some company decided we're just gonna experiment and take prisoners' brains and do these horrible things and then set them loose because why not? Well, they didn't really set them loose, but they made all these things and then because that no one even tried the things like how to properly um, react to a nuclear holocaust. They just left, and all these things just started just walking out on their own and doing shit at some point or other. Or so, the thing with the vault, for instance, it turns out that Vault-Tec, they were marketing everything as, oh, this is for your safety and blah blah blah, and if it happens, you need to be safe and so on. So there's vaults everywhere, full of people. But almost without exception, every single vault is a separate experiment. So the one that my character got stuck in for 200 years was the experiment basically was to observe what happens to people when they are unknowingly cryogenically frozen for an indeterminate amount of time. That was the experiment for that vault. In other vaults, the experiment some way. Yeah, see, and that's the thing so they were going to do this thing, right? But then when the bombs hit and all these things were activated, like, okay, now they go into the vault so they can start experiments. But then everything went wrong because they only had enough, like, food or supplies for, like, 180 days. And Fallout lasts years. Yeah, like, it was too stupidly short-sighted. Just, yeah. And so, yeah. So like other vaults had other different experiments. Like one was so every vault has like a population, and it varies in size. Some are like small groups, of like a handful of people. Others are a whole like enough people to actually like. There was at least one vault where that was actually that utilized almost like the way it was intended to, or at least marketed in terms of for people to survive over many generations. And there was one where they had it so the population of the vault was all female with only one male. And then there was another vault, I think they did the opposite, where there was all male with only one female. Then there was another vault that had something to do with plants, and they did a lot of weird experiments with that. And then just so every vault had its own special experiment. There was one where everyone in the vault was connected to a computer into a simulation, so it was basically like entering the Matrix. So when you go in there, you find a bunch of shit and it's weird, and so on. There was one where there was one vault where it was just one guy that was cloned like indefinitely, and so when you go in there, there's just hundreds of the same dude. So, anyway, that's the nature of. That's why we don't allow big business and Wall Street to do their shit, because this is going to happen. They're just going to go crazy, and no regulation. Anyway, must begin to sneak. Where am I going? Oh wait, this is where the swan is, right? I think I can kill the swan. Mr. Swan. Aha, alright. We're gonna try to kill someone right now. It's gonna be huge. Well, his name is Swan, There he is. He's called Swan. I don't know why. Well, I think it's because he has a swan stuck to him. I forget. There's a reason why he's called Swan. He's a super mutant. Holy shit. Yeah, he's pretty big. Yeah. He's a behemoth kind of thing. He's gonna throw a rock at me. What the hell? How am I missing? Jesus! There, okay, he's dead. Jesus. Furious Power Fist. Ooh. Found a thing. Oh yeah, so a lot of the technology that you find, or at least like things that are made, they're very obviously made out of junk and stuff, so this is like a cinder block attached to like a hydraulic thing, so you can just punch people really hard. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this guy's dead. Mikhail? Oh shoot, this is an NPC with a name. Usually not a good thing when you find an NPC that's dead with a name. It means you missed, because it means that you might have missed out on possible like missions or something. So like yeah, like NPCs will have little errands to run or whatever missions that you can do for them. Only of course while they're alive. And if they're not alive, then you can't do it because they're dead. Let's see. He has a torn note. Let me see what it says. There we go, torn letter. And it says, "You know how much I miss you, but it's too dangerous. If you stay in Diamond City, at least I know you're safe. If your mind's really made up, then be careful. Travel at night. Stick to the river. And whatever you do, don't go into the common. The common? Oh, into the common." Well, obviously he didn't follow that advice very well. He's now fucking dead. Okay. Oh well. Let's go. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, they're like robot protectrons.
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common. The start of the...
This is a robot. This is a protectron. Where, they patrol around and they help. Well, they protect a region that they're programmed to do. Let me read this. At Journey's End, follow Freedom's Lantern. Oh. Yeah, it's part of a mission. I'll do that later. Going over here first. Alright. Remember when I played the previous game for this one, I was exploring the wasteland around Washington, I think it was. That one was set at. And I found a tree. I found a dude who was in a tree. Or, well, actually it turns out he's a dude who became a tree. Sort of. It was really weird. And I think I burned him.
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone's weak. He caught that detective snooping around, and what does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the balls to just kill him.
Well, don't let his new girl hear that. She'll start swinging that bat of hers at your face until there ain't no face left.
I should save. Okay. Trigger Man. Trigger Man's gonna die. Whoa. His head's, we'll see his head soon enough.
Come on out. I promise I'll only break one of your legs.
Oh yeah. That dude in the far side. It's okay, I did. Oh yeah, there's some really weird things you'll find in this game. So, for some reason, you can kind of rename the Fallout game to be like Fallout Exploring Toilets, because you end up inside looking into every single bathroom and every single toilet, because you find stuff. You never know what you'll find. And I mean, like, you'll find money, you'll find ammo, you'll find a skull. Like, I mean, yeah, you just do. It's because it's magic, Dana. It's all magic. Science magic. Magic science. So anyways, the reason being, like I said, you find stuff. You generally find stuff everywhere. You never know when you'll find stuff. But what's funny is that sometimes you'll find really weird things. Like, so I was in the bathroom one time, and I opened a stall, and there is a teddy bear with glasses reading a newspaper. I was trying to remember if he was wearing a hat or not. Yeah. Other times you'll find random mannequins in weird positions in places. So, there was one time where I went into a stall and there was like two mannequins with like weird masks on just staring at the toilet. And I was just like, okay. Moving on. Oh shit. Someone put a grenade in that one. See? Sometimes you find things. No, that one. Yeah. So yeah, like, you spend a lot of time in bathrooms in Fallout just to find stuff. Here's a skeleton. It's just there. Just someone who died and was left to die and died. I wonder if there's anything underneath this bucket. Okay. Horn for Okay.
Huh?
Ah, shit.
Wait a minute.
Someone is nearby. Cuts. Okay, got tickets. Terminal shutdown. Okay.
Nice. Got it.
Where was the guy at? Weird. That's annoying. Oh. Man, people just don't understand. They're gonna die. Like, how dare they fight back? Resistance is futile. I have so many powers. I don't turn tail. Not without my dress on.
Oh, I'll find you.
Just realized I could probably dress as them, and they might think I'm one of their own. Yeah. Sometimes that works. But I gotta go get their clothes first. How old is she? Hmm. Maybe to fix the keyboard? Ah, I see. Hmm. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, one thing about Fallout that that I kind of always liked is that because the main story is like it's okay, it's not. I mean, it's not particularly long, but it's all right in terms of narrative or whatever. But what's cool about it is going and exploring and finding all the little tiny short stories of what happened to people after the fallout when you go into different buildings. Yeah. Well, I was telling Craig last time he was watching me play this game, and I was saying that one of the reasons why I always like this game is because it kind of scratches an itch that I've always had, but it's kind of it's not really particularly safe to do, even though I could do it, is to go and explore abandoned buildings and things. Because that's kind of like what this game is pretty much all that. You just go into random abandoned buildings and explore around and find out what's going on inside or what happened inside. Oh shit, there was a trap right here and I totally missed it, but I didn't die. That was... dirty water. Ah, ludonarrative dissonance. That's the concept. Well, let's be honest, there's no ludonarrative dissonance here. Like, we're in a wasteland. Like, we're gonna kill everything because it's gonna kill you. So, it's totally no dissonance here. This was meant to happen. Oh. Legendary Triggerman. Oh. Looks like he's squatting. He sort of is squatting. Just really slow. Yeah, this is the computer, by the way. It's in the dark, you may not actually see it too well. But yeah, they're like big old bulky. Like you remember the you know, the old Macs, the original Macs and stuff, kind of like that. Tony is now online. What is he doing online? It's so early. Well, it means that he's on his PlayStation 4. He's trying to play games right now. I mean, I guess if he used it for that, but they have their, I mean, probably, but they have their tablets, so you can just give them a tablet. Yeah, I have no idea how they do it in their homestead, you know, in their settlements, but sneaky. Oh, there's more people. More people gonna die.
Hey.
Oh, what? You think you saw me? You think this is a game? It sounds like it. I mean, because you guys is really fast. Troubleshooter's plasma pistol does 50% more damage against robots. Alright. Wonder if I can change. No, I guess I can't. That will actually make it worse, though. Yeah, because I'm looking at the video while I'm playing, and there isn't. I mean, there is the delay, but there's no lag. So must be something going on with your internet or your device or something. Dum 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 boom boom. No, shit. He trapped him inside a vault. Okay. The guy the detective that I'm trying to find while not being a detective, so obviously didn't hide him very well, because it doesn't take a detective to find a detective, and I don't know what. Anyways, he's in Vault 1, is it 114? Oh shit.
Why's that thing so loud? Hello? That you, Skinny? Darla?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have enough yet, but I know that, I do have some saved up already, so I'm looking in. I mean, it's kind of a maybe, but I know that I'm waiting to, so that when I do my taxes and get the return back, that, at that point I should have enough to go and get it fixed. So, once I'm just waiting for it to get the, because usually they send it to you in the first, or soon, usually in the first month of the new year, so once I do that, because I have enough, some saved, and then with that it should be enough to get it fixed, but yeah, I'm almost there, I think, yeah. 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 Nothing has really come up yet at this point, but I'm kind of waiting at least to get the car fixed so that I can. Yeah. Don't mind me just shooting you in the face. This guy just turned into a bunch of meaty pieces. It's like it's kind of like Reese's Pieces, but meaty pieces, you know? You just want a bag of meaty pieces. You know?
Sweet. Water. Have you talked to Mitzi lately? Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait, so why did they start giving her the stuff then? Oh, okay. Hmm. 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 Okay. So here's something weird. I'll read it to you. So I found a terminal or a computer in the vault here that it's about this particular vault. So this is for the science staff only. Because remember, every vault is an experiment. So, so as mentioned in your briefing, Vault 114 will be hosting high-ranking members of local and state government, local luminaries, business people, and their families. Future members are aware that they will be cohabiting slowly with others of Boston's upper class. However, the quote-unquote luxury aspect of this vault has been highly exaggerated to the future residents. Multiple families, chosen randomly, will live and sleep in single-room apartments. Dining and bathing will be in shared quarters, and amenities will be minimal. In addition, we are currently interviewing for overseer positions. So every vault has a manager, an overseer, um, in charge of everything. So we are currently interviewing for overseer position from many candidates. Our goal is to find someone with no supervisory or government experience, and hopefully with a strong authority bias. Human Resources tells us that the interview process has vetted many viable candidates. By taking away the luxury and authority these groups saw in the surface life, we hope to study their reactions in stressful situations. As such, please do not undermine the new overseer's authority at all during the experiment, even and especially if it may cause physical discomfort, embarrassment, or harm to residents. So the experiment here was to see how people who were used to a high-class life, how they experience life, to observe them as they experience life totally on the opposite end, it seems. So at least it's very much the experiments are like equal opportunity, you know. This door is locked. Need a key. Fine. Go find a key somewhere else. Walk around this shit. Dum, 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 dum.
So I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station? This place is like the opposite of airtight.
Because they weren't planning to use it, you moron. We used to pull this kind of con all the time back before the war. Get a bunch of union boys to work some construction job that would go nowhere. Keep everyone on payroll.
You know, for a gun with a silencer, it's very loud. Yeah. It's like as soon as the dude died, like they knew exactly where the shot came from. Like, what's wrong with you? It's a silencer. Whatever. You're dead anyway. More peoples. Oh shit. Damn. Nice man. Bam. Yeah, some of these guys are ghouls, or yeah. So some people were radiated so much that they basically, you know, their bodies just turned into like freaking zombies, basically. But they somehow kept their humanity, for lack of a better term. So they're normal. They look like zombies. And well, and they also apparently have, or I don't know if they're immortal, but they're definitely like they don't age the same anymore, if at all. Well, it's got a lot of suspended reality, you know. A lot of, you know, magic science. It's funny. So the world's the currency that we use now is bottle caps. Because the only thing that actually has value, and it actually kind of makes some sense. The reason being is because, at least in America, there's all like manufacturing plant, everything was destroyed. So there's lots of pre-war money, which is what just normal, you know, money, but it's just everywhere, and it's just paper, so it's useless. Has no real, I guess, value. But because bottle caps, there's like a limit to how many bottles and how many bottle caps there are, and there's no machinery left over to make any, at least not that anyone has been able to find well enough. So it actually has there is actually an economy based around, that's been developed around bottle caps. Fuck, there's just a hole, it's gonna fall in it, fine. And I think in one game you do eventually find a bottling plant, but I don't think you're actually able to make your own bottle caps. I think you find it, and there's like, I guess, I don't know, the machinery either doesn't work or something, I forget what happened. I should say. One gotta die.
What the?
Die! Okay, just one hit. Another terminal. Welcome, employees. Same thing. That's it? Same thing? It's weird. Alright. So is this like choppy, or what is it? Like, does it jump like after a certain point to later on, you know, like, or how? Okay, yeah, see, that is weird because, like I said, I'm watching my stream on YouTube at the same time, and there's like no problem at all. So, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, well then you're. How much? Wonder, do you have like a lot of? Well, yeah, that's weird. It also just sounds like you have a lot of like tabs open or something, like you have a lot of stuff running. Now I'm gonna have, I guess, Craig just, I'm gonna give it a cleaning, basically. There might be a lot of stuff in its caches and insert other IT terminology here, you know. How old is it? Maybe it's also just old too at this point. Well, I mean, technically that's
How
a
you
grandpa.
doing in there, Valentine?
Yeah.
Hungry? Want a snack?
Keep talking, meathead. It'll give...
Hey. No.
About how he's gonna bump you off.
This guy's name is Dino.
Don't give me that crap, Valentine. You know nothing, you got nothing.
Dino's
Really?
about to go extinct, though.
Saw him writing your name down in that black book of his. Lousy, cheating,
And now he's
card
dead.
shark, I think were his exact words. Then he struck the name across 3
You know,
times.
I just realized he was his name and everything was purple, and usually enemies are red. So I think I just I hope I didn't just kill someone who I should not have killed. Like, I mean, chances are he's going to turn on me anyway. But I did not know that until, well, I don't know it at all. So I just murdered a man. Like, well, we'll find out if it was all for naught. Maybe that was the detective and I didn't realize it. No, he had a different name, I think. What the hell was his name? I don't even know his name. Oh well. I mean, it hasn't said mission failed yet, so I think we're good. So I don't think he was a detective. But usually, if an NPC has a name, I usually try to at least try to talk to him first, see if maybe I can get something out of him. Are you on a computer or a tablet, by the way? Yeah. It might, at least, if that's part of the problem, but yeah. Yeah, like I said, it might work, but yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Let's go downstairs. Guess I killed everybody. Or most people, anyway. Is it any better now? Yeah. Well, I guess it is. I guess it may be that there's a lot of background things running or something. That's using up a lot of that resources.
Get this door open.
Well, if it was a PC, you'd do Alt Control Delete. You can check to see what's going on. It'll show you all the processes that are anything that's currently running. Yeah.
No lock on my end. You gotta use that terminal by the door.
Ah, his name is Nick Valentine. That's the detective's name.
The reverse damsel in distress scenario. Question is, why did our heroine risk life and limb for an old private eye?
You're very strange. What are you? Well, he was inside, but yes. Alright.
What are you?
Told you, I'm a detective.
Oh, wait.
Look, I know the skin and the metal parts ain't comforting, but it's not important right now. The only thing that matters is why you went to all this trouble to cut
See his
me
face?
loose.
It's a synth. He's got a bunch of, well, maybe. He's got like metal parts and stuff in there.
I need you to find someone, but it's complicated. I don't exactly know where they could be or how long they've been gone.
Well, I've done jobs with less. Somehow nice and simple never makes it onto the menu in my world. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find wasn't kidnapped. She's Skinny Malone's new flame. And she's got a mean streak. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help. But now ain't the time. Let's blow this joint. Then we'll talk.
You have strange speech.
Malone's crew here used to be
Where are you
small
going? I was
Hustled
talking.
out of the old
God
neighborhood
damn
by
it.
bigger place. Found this place. Don't know what
Hey, there's a
happened
ball.
to the
You'll see him just run away in a minute.
happy around to charge rent.
Ooh, speech roll head.
Yes.
All Avengers permanently have 100 more captured battery. Sweet. More stuff. Says listen to an interview.
This is Vault-Tec interview number 87 for the position of Overseer for Vault 114. The candidate has refused to give his real name and has only provided the name Soup Can Harry.
That's right. I ain't telling you nothing. My name is the name I call myself, not the rank and number the government brands on me. No, sir.
Fascinating. Mr. Soup Can, would you mind telling me why you're distrustful of the government?
I've seen what they do. Come up the works with red tape and bureaucracy, take every hard-earned cent and use it to fund their Illuminati, Freemason sex parties. I'm a free man. I should be able to live as I see fit. My taxes pay for them streets and alleys and dumpsters. I'll sleep where I want.
Sir, according to this, you haven't paid taxes in many years.
I seen the back of them Abraxo boxes. Not for consumption. Don't you tell me what to do. I'll eat what I want.
God.
Sir, you may just be the perfect candidate.
Oh
How
my
would you
God.
like to be the new overseer for Vault 114?
I ain't wearing no goddamn tie. Or pants.
Were you able to hear any of that? Yep. His name was Soup Can. At least that's the name that he gave. Apparently, he was not allowed. He wasn't going to give anyone his real name because things. Let's do another interview.
This is Vault-Tec interview number 03 for the position of Overseer for Vault 114. Interview subject, Benjamin Beasley. Mr. Beasley, as Overseer of Vault 114, how would you settle a disagreement between two of your Vault residents?
Well, I would obviously take it through the proper channels, assuming neither of their requests were against the law, of course. This is, of course, assuming that the conflict had already gone through all the other members of the Vault's Residence Council that I plan on organizing.
Vault Residence Council, you say?
I remember that they want someone who's anti-establishment and anti-authority. So that's why the other guy was like a perfect candidate.
Yes,
it's a complete wild card.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, already? Well, I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Yes, I'm sure you will. Please make sure to fill out your non-disclosure agreement on your way out.
Alright, interview 21.
This is Vault-Tec interview number 21 for the position of Overseer.
Well, he was kidnapped. He was trapped in here. They locked him in here.
Kimberly Weiss. Hello, Mrs. Weiss.
How do you do? And may I just say what an honor it is to even be considered for the position of Overseer. Ever since I was a little girl in mock government, I dreamed that one day I would have the opportunity to lead a community to greatness. My teachers all told me I had leadership potential, and without my guidance as student council vice president, those bake sales surely would have failed. Just the thought of being able to organize and run this small group, to show them a better way, to lead them to a future so bright that they...
My goodness. Looks like we're out of time.
What? We just started.
Yes, yes. Thank you. If you could just send the next candidate in as you leave.
Oh, of course. Did I mention I was head of my debate team?
I'm sure you did. Thank you.
Alright, I'll be over here. Yeah. Probably. Alright. Bye.
hear some of them coming. There they are. How do you want to play this?
His only job is to check on the prisoner. Why does that take so fucking long, huh? Hey, Dino, quit razzing that detective and get down here. Where the heck is he?
Hard and loud, huh? Well, it gets the job done. Bad for whoever cleans up the floors. Door's on the fritz. Let me see if I can get it open. Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
Wait, time to dance.
Hmm?
Which one of you mugs said you saw something? Oh, no one? Christ.
Yes.
Who's there? All right, very funny.
Get back to
Nice.
work. Lights out!
Not that it's an option.
I got those fidgets.
Huh. Guess he was cutting after all. Take it low.
Nick.
You really want to do this here? With these human cockroaches
You and
around every
Valentine
corner?
are both dead.
Come on, pal. Come on! That's one way to get that coolant pumping. More stairs? Who built this damn vault? A fitness instructor? Skinny Malone and the rest of his boys are waiting for us somewhere. The name's, ironic, but don't let that fool you. He's dangerous. Another locked door. Okay, I got it. But I hear big fat footsteps on the other side. Once we step through this door, get ready for anything.
Nicky, what are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nicky. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle, you hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh, yeah? Then what's this lady doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought her here to rub us all out.
Wait. Skinny. Remember the quarry. Lily June on the rocks. Ring any bells?
How the hell did you know about that? Okay, you two can go. You got until the count of 10. Then I don't care what happened back in the old days. You're dead.
What are you doing, Skinny? Kill him!
No, Dollar. They get one chance to leave. Skinny Malone's putting his foot down.
My mother was right. You mobsters are all just talk.
We better get out of here, fast.
1, 2, 3.
That Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie. She sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about a missing person. No trace of where they've gone. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
7 and A. Some sort of code. 7A.
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common, the start of the Freedom Trail.
Excellent. Seven A.
Someone there? Gotta come out sooner or later.
Now a 6 and a no.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
What was that? I couldn't hear over the sound of all that pathetic. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for you.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let her go.
You shut Come. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good neighbor. That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Heard what you did. Saved that Rex Goodman from the super mutants. Guess not everyone appreciates the Bard. Am I right?
Oh, new face walks into my store. And you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
What's it like, you know, being a ghoul?
Well, it's a lot worse when people always ask you about it all the time. But I guess I can't blame them. On the upside, I look pretty good for being over 220 years old. Now, were you buying anything?
Wait, you're 220 years old.
Okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
Actually, I do.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war if you're so ancient.
It was pretty much what we have now, just with less rust.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
What kinds of things do you sell?
Oh, a bit of everything. Canned beans to chems. I try to take every weird bit of junk the caravans are willing to trade. So chances are you'll find something to your liking here. Ready to take a look?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Cash or trade? Let's get started.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Who? What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot.
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation, KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
You're an Assaultron?
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. And I run a store that sells very large guns. So what'll it be?
Let's see what you got.
Murder and mayhem at a discount.
That's it.
Oh.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
What kind of work?
It's good work. Under the supervision of the best boss you'll ever have. If you don't mind a little manual labor, and don't ask too many questions, you're in. I'll give you 50 caps to start. Interested?
I'm gonna need more to go on here.
There's a project I'm working on. A big one. One that could get me into lots of trouble if the wrong person finds out. So little discretion is called for. I got a delicate house of cards going here, you know.
You can do better than that.
Fine. Take 100 up front.
I'm in.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go inside. I'll give you the lowdown. Ready to get to work?
Are you gonna tell me what we're actually doing?
Look, we're pulling a job here. Big payoff. Taking some things that aren't technically ours yet.
If you expect me to work for you, I'm gonna need more information than that.
Curious type, eh? All right, I'll spell it out for you. You are gonna be doing some digging.
What are we digging for? Buried treasure?
You could call it that. But seriously, lay off the questions. The other two are down there digging already. Go give them a hand, will you? Well, what are you waiting for? Get digging.
see what's on the other side?
Oh, yeah. You think Bobby will pay us this week?
I don't know, man.
It's starting to feel like doing a charity. It's crawling with wireless. Fail!
Bobby can take this job and shove it.
Good luck down there, new girl.
Nice.
What is going on in my tunnel?
Dude, that room
was filled with Mirelurks.
At least you put up a better fight than those good-for-nothings. Well, you stuck around at least. So I guess you're promoted. You get to be my new gun. I think we just need one more guy. An old friend. He'll want a fair cut, but we saw what being cheap got me.
Who is this guy?
He's just the guy we need to speed things along. Likes gadgets, money, and not much else. First, I think it's best if you actually see what we're after. I have some things to check on in Diamond City. Head over to the noodle shop there, and I'll meet you when I finish up my business.
The hell?
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's keep it real. Keep it fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters? We freaks got together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. Feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins!
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that hardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us.
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Hancock. Of the people, for the people.
Vault suit, huh? Hell yeah.
Hi.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. He'll hook you up.
Vault suit, huh? Classy. Don't ask questions in Good Neighbor. Better for everyone that way.
Looks like we got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
Lady, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now. Stay free, sister. Ever been to kill or be killed? Some fine-looking weapons.
You're lucky the mayor likes outsiders. Get lost! Take a hide.
Don't bother asking me how the memory loungers work. I don't have time to teach the years of neurophysiology it would take you to understand.
Dr. Amari?
I have a lot of very precise work to do. What do you want?
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Hey, Irma.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
I'm a bit busy. What is it?
You like the decor? My business partner hates it. Says she's not the fun type.
Before you ask, I wasn't responsible for the decor, so I don't want to hear it.
I'm through.
squad loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hey there.
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Escape? What do you mean?
Reliving old memories. Like Thanksgiving, 2071. Mom made a 12-pound turkey. And then we all listened to the Silver Shroud vs. Captain Cosmos. Even Pa was there. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
How did you get used to everything?
Mainly I focused on survival. It got real bad after the bombs fell. For a long while, I tried not to think of the good old days. Just too painful. But it's all we got now. So we gotta try and make it better. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise you'll help me.
As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is. Pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
What are you planning next?
I'm still working that out. Some details I want to run by you. Well, after you give me the costume, that is.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
What happens to the suit?
Oh, I have an idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryovault and all.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud. Yay.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here. Some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Kent.
We're gonna make this a decent place to live again.
Hey.
You get into trouble? It's your own damn fault. Can't believe it. You look just like Sammy, too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Did you think they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother? Got a reason to be bothering me? I just had to shoot up a synth body snatcher over here.
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down instant.
Fred, are you going to hang out in the lobby all day again? Or are you actually going to go down and do some work?
Being available to the customers is work. It's not all about cooking chems, Claire.
It's not all about sampling those chems either. Maybe if you stopped using it, you'd focus.
What? Where's the fun in cooking it if you ain't using it?
My mistake.
Oh man, someone new! You need some Jetman, homebrewed, reasonable prices?
You have any work?
Yeah, actually, you might be perfect. You know the Gunners, right? The high-end mercenaries? Well, a few of them were talking about scavenging around that old hallucinogen building. I mean, just think about that name. There's gotta be some shit there that's out of this world. You get me something, I pay you 200 caps.
Your offer's a little low, Fred.
All right, let's make it 250.
Not good enough. You said there's already a crew of mercs there.
I did say that, didn't I? How about 300?
All right, Fred. We have a deal.
You're the best. The absolute best.
Hey there. You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
Why do you ask?
Just trying to get a feel for you. Ain't exactly the safest neighborhood, so I like to know who's gonna cause trouble, who's gonna end it. Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing. I'm usually here or drinking that swill Charlie slinging at the third rail. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
What's the job?
Don't know if you've had the beer down at the third rail, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer.
Found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered.
But with all the bombs and all, done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact, which is where you come in.
I assume this is a paying job.
Of course. How about 200 caps and some of the beer? Think you can get a hold of that brewing machine for me?
This isn't exactly the safest neighborhood. What about hazard pay?
Great. So, the brewing machine is in the basement of an old bar called the Shamrock Tap House. When you leave town, make your way around east till you hit Atlantic. Great big green sign. Bring it back here when you're done.